This is an airplane situation I don't think we've had before.
Oh,
because we've had them all. But this is a fresh one, I think.
Except for 9/11. I feel like I've done the gamut.
So originally, I like to fly Delta. I'm all Delta all the time.
You're loyal.
I'm a loyalist, and so I had flight, but they don't fly direct to Key West in November. It's very frustrating.
Oh,
so you got to lay
on.
over in Atlanta, but now I have the baby, of course. So on the way down, we had a very short layover, which is tough because if you have a long layover, you can take the baby out and let him crawl around and whatever.
Good point.
But with a short layover, you're getting him off the plane and then running to another plane, and he hasn't been able to move. He's furious, understandably. Yes. Plus, when you take off and land, they don't know how to pop their ears, and it's just a nightmare. So you're quadrupling or doubling 4 times the headspace, whatever that's called.
Pressure,
head pressure.
Must be so tough because you can't convey information to him because he doesn't speak the language.
Yeah, you can't be like, this will pass in a second. You can't be like, yawn or pull on your ear.
Right.
They just go, they lose it. So we're flying back, and it's Sunday night. We're flying back the next morning. I'm like, and this time we have a shorter layover. And I'm like, I'm not doing the 2 flights again. This is crazy. I'm getting a direct flight to Newark. I've never flown to Newark. Or I haven't in 14 years, but I have the new apartment. So I get on I get on direct to Newark from United, which I hate United, and I hate Newark.
I'm on board with both of these.
So we get the last 2 seats in the plane, both middle seats. She's behind me. We're like Maverick and Goose. She's directly behind me.
What row?
24, 25.
Golly.
But I'm like, at least we'll get in 3 hours earlier, and we don't have to worry about making our connection and having him furious. So
now, this is a real downgrade for you, muchacho, because you're a big old status queef.
I'm Diamond. I'm usually first class or Comfort Plus at the worst. Now I'm in economy middle with a baby.
Oh, man, this is an obstacle course.
And so the baby right now is in a big dad cling phase. So I'm like, I'll take the baby. I try to take him on the flight anyways because Sarah has him more than I have him. And I'm like, you relax. So I take the baby. The flight, first of all, I can't believe people have to be told this, but everyone has their windows open on the plane. We're in Key West. It's 155 degrees.
Oh.
It's common knowledge that while you're on the tarmac, you close the window.
The thing is cooking. It's heating up. You're in a metal tube. It's like a microwave.
It's a magnifying glass, and it just blows my mind that people don't have the common knowledge to be like, what if I have the sun not beaming in through a double-pane glass?
You don't have to tell me I hate the sun.
So they come in, they go, ladies and gentlemen, while we're sitting here in the delay, could you close your windows, you morons? And they go, and then half the people do, but half the people aren't listening. So it's just sun cooking in. And I'm in the middle seat. It's 350 degrees in the plane. He's crying and kicking and screaming. And my knees, I'm a long dong silver.
Yeah, you're a daddy long leg.
My knees are crammed, and he doesn't know these people. He doesn't. This chair's breaking too.
Oh, okay. It's not my fat ass. It's the chairs, folks. Don't swivel.
No swiv. So he's just grabbing their stuff and shirt and pants, and then he's kicking this woman's seat. He's just like doing full like Kramer on Jerry's couch. I'm not even gonna fit on this thing.
Restless leg over here.
So I'm like asking Sarah. It really is like Maverick and Goose. I'm like, bottle. I take the bottle. I toss it back. I'm like, give me the towel. Give me the napkin. Give me the jingle.
That's fun.
So it's brutal. By the way, as soon as he sits down, his pants. Like you're hoping to change him before he could immediately you're smelling it and you're like, now I'm the guy in the middle seat with the crying baby and the filled butthole.
Yeah.
And this lady, every time he grabs her, I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. He grabs this guy's glasses and breaks them. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, they go, we got a half an hour delay on the ground. He goes, Newark is Newarking. This is how bad Newark is. The guy comes down and he goes, Newark is Newarking right now. There's always a delay. We're going to have a longer delay. This is why Newark sucks. And United sucks. So I say, I got to go change him because I'm like, these people everyone can smell.
Yeah, but your son's like a bully. On things, he's grabbing glasses. He's like Biff.
He is Biff. So I go into the bathroom. The bathroom is 300 degrees hotter. It's 850 degrees in the bathroom.
Yikes.
I'm pouring sweat. He's kicking and screaming and yelling and the everywhere. And it's crazy. Literally drips of sweat in my eye. I'm taking off layers.
And the heat, it brings the anxiety up and the blood pressure up.
And then I'm just thinking about the flight. Everyone can hear them. So I finally get them all packed and griddled and gobbled. By the way, later, that bathroom was out of service, and I think it's because I filled the trash immediately with a big, stinky. I think they were like, we got to keep this shut.
Yikes.
Yeah, not good.
You hotboxed.
So I go back to my seat, and I go to step into the middle, and the guy's like, you know what? Do you want to just switch? And I go, oh, I can't do that. I don't want to make you take a middle seat. And he goes, no, you know what? It's okay. This is my wife in the window seat.
Oh.
What do you think of that? Married couple have the aisle and the window.
I do it all the time. It's nice to have a buffer.
And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah. And then she, by the way, this is great. She goes, yeah, I told him he should switch. Like, she was like, no, you're not getting the credit. Fruitcake.
Right.
She goes, no, I told him to switch. And I go, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, that way we can sit together. But I realized we bought the last 2 seats on the flight, so they must have been checking, going, we're going to have a space between us.
Good point.
But then
I've done that.
Think, as soon as I showed up with a baby, they would be like, I'll just take the window.
Right.
I mean, the middle. But they must have, when I went to change the diaper, we're like, you got to change seats. He's like, I don't want to change seats. He's like, just change seats. So it was a huge change. I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
But you're also like, yeah, go sit with your wife, you douchebag.
Better late than never. But yeah, they should have done that immediately.
They never spoke to each other once. They must have been fighting, and maybe she the guy in Key West, or he the guy. It is Key West after all.
That boy Tommy.
And then I just got to say this. Shout out to this man. I'll never know his name. The baby, the whole time he's on my lap, and he just kept kicking out of the seat.
Wait, why don't you shift him?
You shift, and then he does this and this thing, and then he's kicking this guy. So I just kept grabbing his foot and trying to push it down. And again, you can't go, you're disturbing this gentleman.
Yes.
And then he wouldn't for a while, and then he would, and he sleeps for a while. So while he sleeps for an hour, he must have kicked this guy's seat 50 times. The guy gets up at the end of the flight, and I'm like, I am so sorry.
Nice.
The guy goes, didn't bother me. He did great, and he gave the baby a fist pound.
Who are these heroes?
This man is an absolute hero. He had a Pittsburgh Steelers jacket on. I mean, my son kicked this guy's seat, I'm going to say, realistically, 20 times.